Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here once again. Looking ahead to NFL for the two-game Monday slate. Obviously, as we know, the Chiefs game did get delayed, and it's going to be played here today for Monday. So we got a nice little two-game slate for us here on a Monday night. So nice to get a little one. So anyway, doing one for you. Hopefully, you guys, for the most part, watched the video for Week 4 for NFL. A lot of my picks absolutely went off. I mean, you guys easily could have won a ton of money. I know I nailed Odell Beckham. I liked Prescott. I had a little bit of Landry. He didn't go off, but I had him. I mentioned Carson quite a bit. A lot of those guys I mentioned, and they did pretty good. Mike Davis was obviously chalky, and Ronald Jones, and so on and so forth. But if you go back, a lot of those guys went off. So hopefully, guys did pay attention to that because ton of them went off. So anyway, that's what we're looking at there. Last night, once again, we took down another tournament in the NBA. We did our 150 lineups again for NBA, and yeah, once again, it was a big W. So as you see here, these are all from subs. One of them put in only $10 and won $644 with one of the 150 lineups. So absolutely amazing right there. Here is another one. Put in $3, won 625. Like I said, that's putting in the 150 lineups. It's pretty easy. And like I said, that's back-to-back days that we've taken down. So I will definitely take that for sure. So yeah, like I said, we are doing that for NFL as well. I know a lot of you guys want to get in on the NBA, but we only have maybe 2 to 3 games left at max. Unfortunately, sad face, but hopefully NBA starts up here around January, and then we will probably start offering the 150 lineups again because they're going so good here to end the year. Unfortunately, there's only a couple games left, but yeah, once NBA starts back up, we'll be doing that. But like I said, we do have the NFL 150. Last night, unfortunately, wasn't the greatest for us. We had stupid Mullins for San Francisco, and he absolutely sucked. And the entire San Francisco team was just trash last night. Besides Kittle, he obviously was pretty good. And then obviously Mullins got benched. So besides that, we had a pretty solid core. Mullins was the only weak link, of course, and I liked him quite a bit in the captain spot. He was a very accurate quarterback, and Eagles suck and I had him in like 60% MVP area. So unfortunately that happened. But yeah, besides that, we're still doing pretty good. And our NFL Week 4 for Maine, one in double ups and 50-50s, and then our afternoon slate for FanDuel cashed everywhere like top 3% for NFL. Um, I think with like 114, 115, and the 4 p.m. slate or whatever afternoon slate. So yeah, we're still doing pretty good over here. We love to have you. I know NFL is not my main sport, but like I said, we're getting after it right now. So if you want to join us, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter, and we'll love to get you on board. Like I said, you can do the regular NFL lineups where you get 1 to 2 cash games. If you just want to play regular slates, or you could do the 150. The 150 includes 3 slates total, usually Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night. So that's 400 total lineups for you. So like I said, message us to get in on that. So let's go look at here this week 4. Actually, the end of it. First one we're going to focus on is New England and Kansas City in this one. So we got a 50 total in KC by 11. So Cam's not going to start because of COVID. So Brian Hoyer is probably going to get the start here. It's already announced. And he likes to air it out quite a bit if you go back, but he doesn't do much with it, as you see here last year. Throws a couple touchdowns, interceptions. Not that good of a quarterback. Quarterback rating once in a while, he's okay, but this Kansas City team is not too bad. So I expect Kansas City, and I think a lot of people will think Kansas City's going to be up early, and then they're just going to play small ball. Mahomes going to throw some short passes. Um, obviously, Edwards is going to run the ball quite a bit. So the passing game, as we all know with Mahomes, he has so many wide receivers and he spreads it out. It's kind of hard to really choose who's going to go off. Last week on the Monday night game, or whatever it was when the Chiefs played Ravens, it was so hard, doing a single game because they had, he has so many wide receivers. So anyway, Hill's Hill. Even if he gets a couple targets, he's usually going to get a touchdown with it. So he's definitely in play. I got him at 14. His target share 6, 11, and 6 is a little iffy with me. I got him at 14. He could easily cap out around 18 to 20 in this one. So definitely could put him in there. Pretty good floor for him though. So I do like him. Edelman, he should be playing in this one. But like I said, with Hoyer out there, I don't really want any of these New England guys. I really don't. I was a little bit higher on them. If you guys go look at the other video with Cam, but with Hoyer there, I just don't really feel any of them. Yeah, of course, a couple of them could go off. Harry could go off, Bird maybe, but I just don't have too much. And like I said, Kansas City side, Hardman, he did good last week, but he had 4 receptions and a touchdown. If he didn't have that, not that great overall. So he, like I said, Mahomes puts his targets everywhere. So I don't mind Sammy. Might get to 8 or 9, but there's not a lot of upside here. Don't mind Kelsey. New England's terrible against tight ends. Another guy that has a pretty good safe floor for you. Just like Hill. Those are probably the two that I would pick. They are expensive, but those are the two safest. And I do like the Chiefs, like everyone else is going to. They don't have the greatest defense right now, but when you're facing Hoyer, I'm not too afraid of it. So don't mind going to the Chiefs. They are a little expensive, but all the other guys out there aren't that great of defenses either. Moving on, we got Atlanta in Green Bay. We got a 57 total in Green Bay by 7 in this one. So as of now, we still have a couple injuries. Adams is game time decision. I'm expecting him to play, but like I said, he doesn't have a hammy injury. So usually history with people coming off hammies or injuries just don't do that good. We saw that with Hopkins today, coming off an injury, and he didn't really do much against an easy Carolina defense. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you still got to go that way. It's such a high total, and Green Bay's already down one wide receiver, so if Adams plays, got to go that way. And obviously, his target share is going to be crazy. I do like Calvin Ridley at 8,300. If you can't afford Adams, this should be a very high-scoring game. Green Bay's defense ain't that great, and as we know, Falcons usually gets up by 20, then they blow the lead, as we have seen. So, it should be a very aggressive for both teams throwing the ball, which is obvious. Scantling, number wide receiver 2, got to put him in there. Russell Gage, like I said, Jones and Ridley are coming back, so right away, like, I don't know if I should go there, but that could help him out a little bit. They're gonna put a pretty crappy quarterback probably on him, so don't mind him. He's 5,800, and you're gonna get a little bit. Like I said, it's a 57 total, so anything could happen. I'll probably put him up to about 6.5, 7. I do think he could have a high ceiling, but kind of a low floor as well. Shepard is coming right off the practice squad here. Don't really know what we're going to expect from this guy. Might get you 5 or 6, but like I said, everyone's going to be on Scantling and Adams, so Shepard might get a couple open shots for him. Don't really care for any of these other guys here. If Adams is out, that definitely changes it up quite a bit. I was looking at it last week, and Green Bay Rodgers, they use a ton of tight ends for the most part for their target share. Tanyan, I don't mind him. I think he goes under here. Everyone's going to flock to Kelsey, but like I said, there's such a high total. I like him. Red zone, potential touchdown. 7.5, I got him. He easily gets you 7.5, 8. Even with Adams there, I still don't mind him. Hayden Hurst, another half decent play. I would rather go Robert here because Green Bay is pretty good, as you see, they're number 1 against the tight end. So I do like Robert quite a bit as a very cheap $5,300 play. And I expect this one to be pretty high scoring. I put the Packers up a little bit just because Matt Ryan can throw a couple interceptions. So, who knows, maybe they get you 6 or 7. But that's what we got going on. So right away, like I said, Mahomes, solid option. Even if they're up by a lot, he's still going to score a ton of fantasy points. I like Rodgers, a little bit of a discount. Plus, like I said, this one should be a very high-scoring game. Forgot to mention Aaron Jones. Solid play as well, 8,400. Atlanta is absolute trash against my bad running backs. We saw what Carson did a couple weeks before. And yeah, this guy, like I said, might get you 15, 16, but he also might go off for you as well. Can get you a couple targets out of the backfield. So definitely good on DK. Moving on here, I don't mind Todd Gurley. If you can get Clyde, obviously have at it. I don't know what's really going on here with New England. Kind of have to pick who's going to go off, Rex or James White. Sony Michel, not sure if he's playing. Clyde, solid options for sure. But if you can't afford them, I don't mind Todd. I get it. They're probably going to be throwing the ball quite a bit. But if, even when they do throw the ball quite a bit, he is half decent. Not the greatest, but he still could get you a touchdown. So uh, anywhere from 10 to 14 for Todd, I don't mind him. Like I said, if you can get Clyde, have at it for sure. But it's hard to get all these big boys in here, man. Just for this one, I'm going to go GPP. I'm going to go put in Shepard. Probably not expecting a ton from the dude, but if he's a wide receiver 3 and a 57 total, he might get you, 4 or 5, maybe 6 fantasy points. Definitely going to help you get in. Maybe Devontae Adams. Like I said, it's very, very hard to get all those guys in there. I do, like I said, if you're not going to go Adams, you don't trust him with the injury. Like I said, a lot of these big boys have injuries, but Calvin Ridley's in a pretty good spot. Like I said, Tyreek Hill's there, a pretty good floor. And like I said, Van Scantling as well. Not going to be able to get all those guys in there. So I'm going to go Russell Gage. Not the most exciting guy out there, but as I told you guys, I do like him. We got 1, 2, we have 4 Green Bay guys. So like I said, I got Tanya in here. I like him. You can go Kelsey if you want to. But that's kind of what we're looking at. And like I said, defense is either the Chiefs or the Packers. Chiefs very expensive. If you want to say $400, you could go to the Packers. The only bad thing is they could have a ton of points scored on them, but maybe 1 or 2 picks. But like I said, the most optimal play is going to the Kansas City Chiefs, as I don't expect a lot from Hoyer. So that's what we got going on. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like. I do appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys are new here, hit that sub button as well. And yeah, like I said, we're still doing pretty good on NBA. A couple days left on that, but like I said, we are switching over to NFL as well, doing the 150 lineups. If you want to get in on that, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. And like I said, we also have our regular NFL. So if you don't want to do the 150 lineups, we still have our regular 1 to 2 cash game lineups for the main slate. If you guys want to get in on that, so yeah, we'd love to have you guys come join us. We are doing it pretty good right now. If you guys don't know how to do the 150 lineup CSV edits, let me know. I have a video for it. It's a little confusing if you've never done it before, having to copy and paste from Excel and so on and so forth. So if you're like, hey, I do want to check it out, but I don't know how to do it yet, let me know. I'll send you guys a video. It's about 4 or 5 minute video showing how to do it. And if you still don't get it after that, let me know what you guys are having issues with, and I'll help you out as much as I can. So, guys, that is it. Like I said, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys a little bit later on.